falconhunter, chains, and ambxdia, who's not really the same. He's, you know, Am's kind of the odd one out in the Children's Legion. And then we also have 2 more teams. The 3rd team is Yoshie, Gavin, and Kman. And the 4th team is Noklo, Garabo, and Sugondese. So I am not too familiar with only 2 of these players. I'd say I don't really know Garabo, and I don't really know Kman. I know that they're well-known players. Now, let's see. Is the stream... Somebody's asking where's the stream. The stream's up right now. You should see it. You should see the stream.
I'm coming for you!
Maybe refresh your browser. Not really sure.
Now!
I think are we not really fighting this one? I'll go ahead and ask them. I'm gonna go ahead and not talking for just 1 second. Alright, so I think that we're not quite live yet, but Crusader just readied up. First team's going to be the outdated players versus the children. Sorry, no. It's versus Yoshie's team. This is basically the unknown team versus the outdated players. I think they're missing... Is that one player in by a different name right now? Wouldn't this be... Is Frog playing underneath the Wild Goblin? Playing the first game right now? What? So first kill goes to Gavin. It would honestly be easier to see what's going on if I was on a certain team. Alright, so... I keep, like, rotating back in and it's hard to tell what's going on, to be honest. They're not live, because they've, we haven't, nobody on Unknown or, Gavin, none of those 3 guys have said ready yet, I don't think, right? Now, I just realized that this stream, normally I don't have a huge problem streaming in HDR, but I think that streaming in HDR, which is high dynamic range, on this map, it looks a little bit off, to be honest. This map is just a little bit bright. Maybe let's turn on exposure. Might be the way to go. Video. Performance is under. Is it good? Okay, so they're gonna start. They're gonna end the warm up here. We're starting here in 20 seconds. And there's the exposure. I'm gonna turn that down. We're starting in 9 seconds. It's gonna be the first round. We're gonna have the outdated players versus essentially Unknown's team.
Can resist the 12 clouds. Victory is our destiny.
So this is gonna be on the competitive skirmish overhaul mod. So this is not native Khuzaits. Khuzaits are a little bit buffed for native. Everybody drops their spears. Not a huge surprise there. And actually players are on our left side, kind of a dark armor, so Frog is holding on his guy for quite a long time. Frog's getting a lot of hits in, I think. I think the updated players have probably got the most damage in so far. A little bit hard to tell. Frog's getting a lot of hits in. Who's he doing? I think it's Yoshie. That is Yoshie. So, first kill goes to Crusader 5, I believe, killed Gavin, and then Yoshie goes down. So that's the first round to outdated players. It is a 1st to 7. So they're taking the lead. These are all very good players. I would say pretty much S tier. Falconhunter, Chains, Frog, definitely some of the best players in the game right now. So tough to beat for anyone. From this player. So basically, the outdated players all have most of the darker armor, and it's only one player on the Yoshi's team who's got the lighter armor. It's Gavin. Gavin's just the one odd one out who's on Yoshi's team, but he's wearing a normal like Frog and the rest. So this fight's going on for longer. I'm not quite sure who's up right now. I think that Yoshi's going to do the damage this round. Yoshie just killed Crusader 5. Chunky kills. Now it's even again. Now it's up to outdated players again. 2v1 with Frog and Chunky would be not very beatable. Afrail requested a POV. I would be happy to do that next round. Let's do a Frog POV. Where's Frog? This is Frog. Wild Goblin. Let's see how it does. This fight is getting a little bit more spread out a little bit faster, I think, than the first time. It was a good switch by Frog. And that allowed Chunky to get that kill. He goes down. I think the players are kind of pulling away here. Now it's a 3-0 at the end of that round. Let's watch maybe Yoshie this next round, see how he does. Oh, he dropped his shield by accident. It's the first time that's happened so far this fight. Yoshie got 2 hits in there that were pretty... kind of true. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the characters being so mixed. Maybe if I... There's not really a way for me to fix that, unfortunately. With native, it's just kind of a thing with the mirror matches. I'll just remind you guys that, you know, Gavin is the only person on Yoshi's team who has this armor. So I'll spectate Gavin. You'll know that everybody who has the darker armor who's not Gavin is on the enemy team. Everybody with the lighter colored armor, like Yoshie and Dumpling, is the Yoshi's team. That was a good switch from Gavin. I think they're taking the lead here. This is the first time they've been in a 3v2, I think, on their higher numbers right now. Icon settings, they're not transparent, but I'm spectator, so I don't have any... You can tell they're not transparent, right? But I'm not on a team right now. So that was, it's actually evened up almost to 3-2. The first round of the one actually missed that. It's kind of like one duel and one 2v2 right now. One of the people in the 2v2, the duel breaks to go fight the rest of the group. Yoshie really lands that 2v1 hit perfectly. I think Yoshie kind of carried that round right there. Now it evens up to 3v3. It is a 1st to 7, so anyone's game at this point. Now, holding tab, most score goes to Legendary Frog, and secondarily would be Yoshie. There is a $150 reward for the overall winning team, and a $50 reward to the player with the most damage done. This is Gavin.
You pig!
There's a near miss on that switch, I think. Okay, outdated players are probably going to lose this round. That's a good kick, though. It's not impossible to win this, but it'd be very hard to do so. That was a good try from Crusader. But, yeah, it's actually, they're taking the lead now. They had a kind of a bad start. Was that 3-0 at the start? But now they're evening it out. I think they're getting to better momentum. So one thing Yoshie did just there was he baited a fake out that he was going to go another person, and he just turned around and hit fire again. It didn't work, but it's a pretty advanced technique. So now it's a very close match so far, 4-4. So the outdated players have evened it out. Alright, here we go. Let's get the frog POV again.
Coward!
That was a good save. I think he just saved his teammate from a kick there. I think that was a team hit. I'm not sure. I think this is Gavin. Nice kick. Alright. The updated players have taken the lead once again, but only by one round. It's now 5-4 for the first to 7. It's going to be a round-robin format, so I think essentially every team's going to fight every other team, and there are only 4 of them, so that shouldn't take all day. I haven't spectated dumping yet. I think dumping turned around just like one by Frog. I'm not sure if it was intentional. Alright, they're taking the lead 6-4. This could be the last round. Outdated players needs one round to win. Holding tab, there's a scoreboard. We're starting the next round in 5 seconds. Have a slight AFK for a second. Bit of a glide. First it goes to Frog, and then one hit by... Who's that? Is that Dumpling? That was a good switch from Dumpling as well. Ooh. Yoshie's out. This is going to be probably the round win. Maybe the match win for outdoor players here. It's really tough for Dumpling to pull ahead here. Yeah, it's a 3v1. There's just no chance. So that's a 7-4. It was a close match for the first, 4-4, 5-5. It was close for second. It wasn't 5-5. It was a 3-3, 4-4. They're keeping pace with each other for a while there, but Frog and his team did pull ahead. So that was well done. Alright, so the Children's Legion is the next group. So the Children's Legion would be Chains, Falconhunter, and Am. I think, as I said earlier, that Am's a little bit of the odd one out there. I don't think it's, he's in the same age bracket as the Falcon and Chains, or some of the you know, younger players who are higher up in the skill bracket. Anyways, I think we're waiting for that team to join and for Yoshie's team to leave. Frog is trying to do some people with his fists. This is no longer for actual, it's no longer matters, by the way, just to be clear.
Come on, boy!
Let's go to spectator again. No more trolling. Oh. Wait, did they actually... Confused here. Thought the winning team was going to have the next round. I was mistaken on that. All right. I'm currently talking to Chains and Falcon, and they're gonna get on a server here in a second, I think. All right, so I'm struggling to herd these people into a server right now. All right, I am still trying to work with Frog to get the next set of teams on a server. It does look like one or both servers just restarted. All right, so all right, it sounds like we have Chains and Falcon joining.
I'm taking you down!
All right, so after losing to in a duel for Yoshie, doing no damage, we're waiting for the last one player. It's Falcon on the way for the Children's Legion versus Yoshie's team. All right. I could actually stream the Discord audio for one of the teams. I think that I would have an aneurysm if I tried to do that, though. So I would probably also be banned from YouTube and fired from my job. So, anyways, let's just keep waiting. We're missing one player, falconhunter.
I'll cut you down!
Where is Falcon? Well, the team icons are not going to last. They're going to go away once I go back to spectator. So, sorry, Frail. I'll give you a chance to memorize their faces. Am I having frames issues right now? Let's see. Is the stream having encoding issues? I don't think that it is, actually. I'm gonna go back to spectator. Okay, we have all our players here. It's gonna be the Children's Legion versus Yoshie's team. So we have Am, we got Yoshie, Gavin, Dumpling, and Sugondese. Waiting on the left team, the Children's Legion, to actually say that they're ready. All right, so waiting for one team to put an R in chat. We're going to an actual fight. Here we go. Although, does somebody have admin on the server? I don't know. Alright, so we're actually starting in 18 seconds. It's going to be Anne, Falcon, and Chains of the Children's Legion versus Yoshie, Gavin, and Dumpling. It'll be a good fight. My money's on the Children's Legion, I think. I mean, I'm not super confident about that, but I think they have a good chance. So, if I had a bet overall tournament, slight favor to Children's Legion, followed by outdated players. There's Chains fighting. Is this Gavin? Yoshi's, I think, received the first hit from Am. I think that's Falcon fighting up to the left versus Dumpling, I believe. That's correct. One in the faces, it's Falcon, okay. Very subtle change or difference, but wow, that was they all stayed alive that whole round. It's 1-0 in favor of the Children's Legion. So the Children's Legion does have a light blue, kind of a cyan color or accent around their armor, and the other team does not. So that's the way to tell them apart. It's actually, am I wrong? They both have that. But it's a little bit lighter for Dumpling's team. Falcon's the first one to go down this time. Could be evened up to a 1-1 here in a second. It's gonna be tough a chance to win 7-1. They're evening it out to 1-1. It's a round in favor of Yoshie's team. I'm gonna just start calling them the unknown team. I don't know if they prefer to be called that, but call it shorthand. I don't think the Gavin's really in unknown, but 2 out of 3, it's pretty close. So there's Falcon, there is Anne, and there is Chains fighting Yoshie. A duel. Falcon almost got switched on by whoever that is in the distance. I think that's Gavin. Chains is running away from a duel to go help his teammate. He's gonna do Dumplings there in a second. Ooh, that did not work out. He got hit really hard for that. He's probably about 30% HP at best. That was a great kick. Very close fighting. Falcon goes down. Yoshie's team's in the lead again. I think you're right, Monk Style. He is a cat player. That's crazy. We hate those here. Not really. So 2-1 in favor of Team Unknown. I think they're doing better than I was expecting, to be honest. They're very solid players. I just felt like Falcon and Chains are so good at duelists or dueling that I figured they might be dominant here, but maybe not. I think Team Unknown is politely waiting for Chains to return, so that's nice. I think he was okay. He dropped his spear and his shield. Very good sportsmanship from Team Unknown here. Goes down. First person to die is on the Children's Legion again. This is probably going to be a 3-1 here in a second. So, yeah. Likely to be a 3-1. I believe this is Chains' last person alive. Lots of blocking, but not very easy to win that. So Dumpling is hitting a ton of score on this this match so far. I'm gonna just make sure I don't have the background recording turned on. I don't. I'm good. All right, great. So starting in a second here, just a reminder: this is the competitive skirmish overhaul mods. This is not native. So perks and balance are a bit different. And kills Yoshi, so Children's Legion is up. They might be able to even it out, or close to. They could 3-2 instead of a 3-1. Viewer comment is that Chains is not swinging enough, and he needs to take some risks like Am, or it's over. They evened it out, 3-2. Well, not evened out. They're getting closer. They're getting closer to even at 3-2. 3-2 in favor of Yoshi. It's 2 rounds in favor of the Children's Legion. Let's see how Chains does this time. Is he being too defensive? Let's see if our viewer is correct about that. Ooh, that was a bad kick. I think Falcon just got a kick in on whoever that is. Probably Dumpling. I don't think that Chains is hiding behind this block too much. He's holding that swing for a pretty long time. It is now even, 3-3. I've said that like probably 4 times, and now it's actually true. 3-3. They've evened it out. That was a round in favor of the Children's Legion, so get another one coming up here. Holding tab. The scores are pretty even on Yoshi's team. Am is doing the most damage on the Children's Legion, which is what is he? Straight over there. Oh, that was a huge save from him. I think that Am might have taken a nasty hit there otherwise. This is a very fast round. Players are being pretty aggressive, so 4-3 now in favor of Children's Legion. I'm gonna spectate Am again. Let's see if he does a lot of damage. I think he might have done... It's like 200 that round? It's not bad. Okay. Yeah, where's Am? It's over here. This is Am. I'm about to get hit in the back. When he's moving away, so good. There's a pretty huge kick on Chains from, I think that was Gavin. Is it now? Oh, it's an MVP, yeah. It's now 4-4. They evened it out again. So, let's see. Hello, Sugondese. Thank you for commenting. Welcome to the stream. Most score is still on Am, and Dumpling is still in the lead on the other team. And one thing I've heard, I'm not sure how true it is that Yoshi spams a lot. Now versus Sunny, he's not a great player in infantry duels. Might be more true. He's not really gambling Falcon that much. Yoshi goes down. Yeah. Okay, so it's now a 6-4 in favor of the Children's Legion. No, it's 5-4. Sorry, 5-4. That was the score already incremented before the round was fully over. So 5-4, and here's the scoreboard. Seems like Yoshi and Dumpling are staying very close, whereas there's always a duel off to the one side. fairly common pattern for whatever reason.
You will bleed!
This is a round robin format, so everybody's gonna fight everybody. I think it's gonna be. To be honest, the format was very haphazard. There's, I don't know if there's a formal bracket that's kind of rotating each team. And I think, I presume the highest scoring teams are going to fight. We'll have to see what they do there at the end.
Bad boy at 10! You pig!
Alright, I think that evens the score to 5-5. This match has remained closer for longer than the first match did. Okay, let's see. Who have we not spectated in a while? Oh, we have not seen any gameplay for a bit here. It's not a great 2v1 from the team. Yeah, that's bad. His team was not with him. I think that they kind of threw that round by doing that. Aim's putting his shield away. Is that just to flex on him? Or it could be to try to draw aggression. So, anyways, 6-5 now in favor of Children's Legion again. This could be the last round. They need to win one more round if you're Am, Chains, or Falcon. And next round is starting in 2 seconds. Let's watch Dumpling this time. Oh, is that switch from Dumpling? Oh wow, huge. And it might, yeah, that might even out the score to 6-6 here, I think. This is gonna be the first round. Sorry, the first match. It's gonna be 6-6. Very, very close. It's as close as you can possibly get. So let's see what happens here. What team do I want to win? I don't know. I think I'm not, personally. I suppose I said I expected the Children's Legion to win, and that's my only bias. Is I want them to win to prove me correct that they're probably going to win. But I wasn't that confident in my guess, fortunately. Gavin might win that if he gets it. Oh my god, what a switch, what a switch. I think Gavin might have won that round for his team. He just has to delay while his other teammates win that 2v1. And he still got the kill anyways. Alright, that was a really very well played. And very close match. So, Yoshie's team lost by a couple rounds to Crusader's team. But they just won 7-6. Why are they still fighting? Not sure. It's not very good anymore at this point. Let's pull back the scroll through the stream history and see what was the final score for the other team. So 7-4. Okay, let's see what's happening next. I'm going to check with Crusader and Frog what our next set of teams is. Alright, so I think for the next match, it'll be Children's Legion versus... Okay, so I think how they're going to do this is it's going to be games and rounds. So if they tie the number of games won, they will base it off of number of rounds. So every round does matter. So, just to reiterate, the way that Crusader's saying this will work is if you beat 2 teams, you're like, 2-0, you would be higher ranked at the end than another team that had more rounds won, but had 1 game lost. And then, by contrast, if you have an equal number of games won, alright, so we have Chunky, Accelerationist, and Garabo. That's our next match, I believe. Waiting on this reward, it sounds like. Alright, so it sounds like no club didn't manage to pay for Matt Lord. Ooh, never mind. We might have a last-minute substitute here. I think we're missing 1 player on Accelerationist team. Getting wrecked here. We're still waiting for our last-minute substitute for Sex team, or Accelerationist team. I'm not enjoying getting shot up by 2 people right now. still on server 2, right? So instead of joining the server, I'm listening to these guys argue about the kill feed, the custom kill feed for some modded streamer tools. I'm now waiting for Anne. Alright, we're waiting for Am.
Bless you!
Alright, we're still waiting on Am. Oh, there he is. Alright, we're gonna start here in a second, I think. Amazing. We got Matt the Lord, Garabo, Accelerationist versus Chains, Falcon, and Am. I've got to like ask Am how you pronounce his name. Oh, I think we have a miss spawn here. Did they change the map, or did they just slay everyone? That would just slay everybody, was me. Obviously, they didn't die, so they weren't slain, but oh, they changed the map, it's annoying. Here we go. Waiting for Puck to load in, then we're starting. Yeah, 30 seconds, I think. Down my scroll wheel for too long. That was kind of crazy. So we have Monk Style predicting a 7-0 in favor of Yoshie's team. Sorry, in favor of Children's Legion. I'm still taking the last match here. So, Matt, Garabo, Accelerationist versus Chains, Falcon, and Am. Let's see what happens here.
Die, you bastards!
The largest character here is going to be Sugondese. It's got the blue face paint. That was a kick. Falcon killing Accelerationist. Accelerationist kind of got a 2v1 here. First kill by Falcon. And then Mac. Well, seeing how that first round went, if I had to guess, I don't know Garabo very well at all, or Matt. I'm gonna call it like 7-2 final score. That's my guess. And Falcon just obliterated Accelerationist, or I think it was. That was very clean. Here we go. Next round. Missed the counter kick. And kills Matt. Sorry, she's going. It's a 3-0 in favor of the Children's Legion. These rounds are going by pretty fast. These are very solid players on Accelerationist team. He's a solid player himself. Matt's good. Garabo, I'm assuming, is pretty good. But they are fighting some of the best players in the game right now. So I think they would have as much trouble as they're having. Probably even more trouble. Alright, so another... Ooh, that even out. There's now 2v2. This is the first 2v2 that we've had. This is the fourth round of fighting. Garobo's taking a lot of damage here. Oh, that was bad. I think it was an accidental chamber there for a second. Alright. I think Anna is requesting a wait or a pause for a second. Or is that what that meant? No, it's just a typo. That's kind of like a 2v1 for a second. Okay. It's now 5-0 in favor of the Children's Legion versus Accelerationist, Matt, and Garabo. Next round starting in 2 seconds. Yeah, that is kind of mean. You gotta get a shield bash in there to bump the score up. Am is being very mean to Accelerationist. It's hurtful. I guess if you have to rage bait your opponents to win more rounds, that's what you gotta do. Just kept charging as you go. Oh, is it even up? It's even now. Okay. I think Matt's might be hitting the back here. Not exactly what I was expecting, but he did get hit. Okay. 7-0. Alright. That's rough. Let's see who's next.
I'll tear your limbs!
Alright, so we're currently screaming into the microphone in our Discord tournament, I don't know, chat here. Not sure what our next team is.
Come on, boy!
It sounds like Gavin's team is gonna fight Frog. It's not, Okay, so I think Sugondese team is gonna fight Gavin's team. Alright, so we have the outdated players versus the Children's League. The other match that's going to be occurring simultaneously is going to be Sugondese team, so Accelerationist and Matt and Garabo are going to be versing Yoshie's team of Yoshie, Gavin, and Dumpling. This will be ongoing at the same time. Obviously, I can only watch one at a time. I'm going to be watching this one, because I think the teams are a little bit more competitive. I think these teams... What was the score? So Children's Legion actually did lose, but they could still win. I think they have a chance here. They lost their first match, but... Alright, so... Here we go. Should be doing chains there. I think Frog just was that top in the back there. Crusader 5 is the first one down, so Children's Legion is up by one player. One round to Children's Legion, and 0 so far to the outdated players. I think that they still have a chance, the outdated players. The outdated players, they beat the team that beat the Children's Legion. But that may show you that there's not always a completely linear power scaling. It's not out of the question that, Team A can beat Team B, and Team B can beat Team C, but maybe Team C beats Team A. It's not impossible to happen. It's not likely that it can. First kill to Frog and down, and wow, that was a complete turnaround. It's now 1-1. Let's see what Frog does this time. First hit to Frog. Another hit to Frog. Doing Falcon. Hit by chains. First kill to Crusader. Falcon's out. Frog is doing chains. Gets hit by him. That's pretty clean sweep there from the active players. I think this one's going to be pretty close. It does seem like Chunky might just be trying to delay things. I mean, he's actually doing a pretty good job of playing this. Somebody says, I won't see the comment, but it's... I mean, I think Chunky's doing a good job of holding his own in terms of damage. Alright, it's 3-1 in favor of the outdated players versus the Children's Legion. So, okay. That kind of makes sense. I mean, the outdated players, they did beat Unknown, and Unknown did beat Children's Legion by a hair, by 1 round. So, if that was your only data point, you would expect them to beat this team by maybe 2 rounds? I'm not saying it's what's going to happen, I'm saying if that's what you're basing it off of, that's... would make sense. So, Frog is doing chains, Am is doing Chunky. 35 version. I've almost found that switch hit, but not quite. Oh, that was a bad one. That was wrong. Definitely the best way to tell if you can see their shield is the shield color is the best way to tell which team is which. This is one of the longest rounds so far. Am is the first one to go down in favor of the activated players. And then, yeah, that's so next round. It's 4-1 in favor of the activated players. That's Frog, Crusader 5, and Chunky versus Chains, Am, and Falcon. See what happens here. Can they even it up or get closer to? Let's see. Pick there. All right, it's now 4-2. They've picked up some rounds. It's a very common technique. I see several else trying it. Those guys to like fake some. We'll do some feints and then they'll fake it. Going to switch on an enemy and they'll come back and hit you. It's happened a lot. And plus Falcon. Oh, it's now a duel. I think it's the first 1-to-1 duel we've seen. There might have been more, but I think this is the first one I've seen the whole tournament so far. Chucky versus Am. And kills Chunky. It's now a 4-3. It's evening out a little bit. Almost there. Only one round behind for the Children's Legion. Starting in 5 seconds. I think Frog and Am are both very low right now. Probably one hit away for both of them. Chunky kills Chains. And yeah, it's 5-3 in favor of the outdated players. They won another round. lot of holds from Chunky. It was a very long, like... This is crazy. Alright, chain skills, 5 there. Where's that am?
Are you dead?
That was definitely am. I don't know why I said chains, sorry. Anyways, getting closer. It's 5-4. Children's Legion picked up a round. Yeah, it's a little bit odd to go with Mace. I think that might have been an accident. No, actually, he brought it again. Oh no. Nice. Another round to the outdated players. That one was a bit faster this time. It's now 6-4. They need one more round to win. Let's see if Chains goes Mace again. He did. Okay. Falcon, Am, and kind of Chains. There's a good switch. Falcon's the first one out. I think it might be okay for the Children's Legion. Alright, well. 7-4 in favor of the outdated players. A win for the Unks. I'm hearing that Matt the Lord's team with Accelerationists and Garabo might have won versus Yoshie's team. I'm not sure if they're joking or not.
Go!
Alright, I think that Matt was joking.
Come on!
So what's our next match here? Oh my god. Ouch. Is there one last match, or what's going on here? All right, I'll be AFK for 1 second. If they start, I'll just leave it in this camera position. But I'm gonna be muted for like 1 minute. Be right back.
Onward! Let us pitch our tents in the rubble of their towns. Let us graze our horses in the wreckage of their fields.
Alright, so I rejoined just in time to watch the second half of the first round. It's 1-0 in favor of the activated players versus the accelerationist Matt Garabo team. I'm just gonna call it accelerationist team for now. That's too many syllables. There goes Matt. In Monk Style, it's funny that you mentioned the mace. It was like 4 or 5 different people were asking about why he did that in the Bannerlord matchmaking Discord chat. It was like Yoshie and I think maybe Magic were also asking what's up with that decision. I think Frog was also questioning that call. Right, Frog kills Garabo there. Now a 3-0 in favor of the outdated players. Rounds are going so fast, I don't know. This is shaping up to be a rough match. I mean, kudos to Accelerationist and his team for still playing. They're, they want the experience of fighting tough players, even if they're gonna probably lose. It's about to turn into a 4-0 in favor of the players. Yeah. I'm not sure what my advice would be here. They're getting some hits in. They're doing better than their first match that I saw. So, you know. Oh, huge kill. Frog's dead. That's the first one they've gotten somebody out in another team. This is actually winnable. They get around. All right, that's 4-1. Accelerationist and his team got a round in. I was not sure if that was going to happen or not. I mean, hoping that it would, because it's not very interesting when it's a 7-0. Let's see what what Matt does here. So Chunky's on the right side there. Fighting accelerationist. He's fighting frog. Matt kills Crusader 5. Nice. They could actually do 4-2. I think they're going to win another round here. It's a much more even match. So it's funny how like the balance of teams is not completely transitive. It doesn't translate 1-to-1, right? So outdated players beat Children's Legion by a fair bit. But if I'm not mistaken, Children's Legion like 7-0'd this team. That's actually now won 2 rounds. So my point is that just because one team, you know, outdated players, you know, they beat Children's Legion, but Children's Legion did a better job against this team. And it could be because this team meeting accelerationists and his guys. And that could be because they're now more warmed up, or it could be because they're playing together better, something like that. Not really sure, but it's interesting. Oh, nice counter kick. Nice counter kick. Ooh. Pushed him outside that time. Alright, it's now a 6-2-2 in favor of the outdated players. Oh, Frog gets knocked out there. It could turn into a 6-3. This guy next to Accelerationist, I think needs to be a little aggressive there, but too late. He's dead. Chunky managed to get a kill in 2v1, and then I think that from the lead. Oh, this is crazy. This is one of our second goals in all the matches so far. Okay, here we go. There are shields on the ground that I don't think I'll try to pick one up. Oh, nice. He kind of baited that in by faking for the shield. Nice. 7-2. Outdated players take that win there, so that match goes to them. Alright, so I'm not sure if that was the last round. Alright, so I did just confirm the outdated players won that tournament, so I think Chunky was probably the player with the most score. It sounds like he's going to get the individual player benefit. So it was $150 for the overall win and $50 for the player with the most score. So I think I'm going to call it here, guys. I mean, that is the tournament. It's over. So that was round robin. Every team played every other team at least once, and then they based it off of overall who won the most games and who won the most rounds. If it was a tie or draw in number of games.
Come on, boy!
So that is it. It is over, and congratulations to active players. So that was Legendary Frog and Chunky and Crusader 5. See you guys later. I'm gonna maybe stick around on the stream for maybe just like a minute or two to see if somebody like Frog wants to hop on and provide some commentary. But let's stand by here and we'll see. It's very true. All right, well, I think there's going to be another one. There probably will be another tournament organized by Frog with a relatively small financial incentive for the winners. I think the next one might be 2 infantry, 1 cav. So that'll be interesting. See you guys later. Good night.